this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments, and I am welcoming you back to my channel to view a two-page layout again to continue our Disney adventures. So let's see what's in my workspace. Okay, so on my desktop you can see I have two of my blank black pages, and I actually have some glitter paper, which is not Creative Memories, but is acid free, and I have some mats from the Out of This World collection. I also have some photographs that I'm going to put on these two pages that already are coordinated with some other mats from the Out of This World collection and trimmed accordingly, and I will go through any of the ones that I have trimmed and tell you about those in just a minute. But these two pages are going to coordinate with these photos from Galaxy's Edge of the Millennium Falcon and the skyline kind of, and the ride that is just behind this full-scale model of the Millennium Falcon. I thought it would be fun to try to simulate movement in my page, and I was trying to do that by creating some lightning bolts, and I tried a number of different things. I tried making some strange triangles and attaching them to different things to make the shape that I was looking for, and finally approached my husband with my dilemma, because if you've watched my channel at all, you know that I just seem to have issues with geometric stuff. So he suggested that the best way to show movement would be to make something akin to a line, and I could turn that line into a little bit of a lightning bolt-ish type of situation. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'm not sure exactly how it's going to turn out, but we're going to give it a go and see if we can simulate some movement and make it look like we are moving through space. Right? So what I'm going to do is I've cut several pieces of this gold glitter paper, into 1/4-inch strips. Then I've cut some of them at angles that are about an inch long, and then cut at about a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to, I hope this works out. I haven't actually tried this ahead of time. I just sort of laid it out and said, that looks kind of right. Let's try that. So let's cross your fingers for me, and let's hope that this works, because I'm not sure it will, but hopefully it will. Okay, so I'm just going to put this piece down, and I'm not going to attach this end, the left end of it, just yet, because what I want to do is take this piece and, using my repositionable adhesive, I want to, oh, and I'm using my all-purpose tool. I'm just going to sneak this bit right underneath and make that angle even with my straight edge. See how I did that? Now I'm going to take another long piece and going to put this piece even with the flat angle on this, there, like so. With the glitter paper, it's very difficult to notice that I've overlapped those pieces. Okay, so from there I am going to take another one of these and try to, let's see, I actually need just a little bit to extend that arm across the median, the midline there. I only really need enough to join up with this guy. So this guy I'm going to make even. I'm going to put my pages even like this. Then I'm going to make this guy hit the center, and looks like I need to scoot him up just a little till he's even, about even with the top of this piece. Okay, then I'm going to make this piece come over and be even with the top and meet up with that piece. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to continue this across, just sort of carrying our zigzag down. And I'm going to need a few more pieces, but I just wanted to make sure that this was actually going to work before I cut more pieces of my glitter paper. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is turning out the way I wanted it. So that's good. Just like that. This one is a little bit thicker, and I don't know if I want that because it's going to be almost too thick. So let's just cut another piece of this. And I only need it to be 1/4 of an inch, so that's not very thick at all. And we'll just trim off the excess. And we might need to add an additional one, but for now, I'm just happy that this has turned out so well, because I think this looks really cool on the black paper. What do you think? I think it looks really cool. I'm going to just cut this rather than trying to kind of tear it with the tip of my scissors. Just going to cut it. Okay, I'll set that over there. Now we could do another one, or we could do some just some angled pieces, kind of in here and there. Kind of like that. Maybe I could use some of these scraps that I inadvertently made. just carefully cut. Some more. Oop, I cut my angles going the wrong direction. See, I told you, I'm just geometrically challenged. I don't know what the deal is with me, but I try. I really do, but it just never quite works. All right, let's see. All right. Maybe one more on top of here. What do you think? Maybe a really thin piece that's just a line. We're not really decorating a whole lot on this page, so this lightning bolt is kind of the only decoration really that's going to be on this page, because as you know, I'm not super great with paper art. This is the extent of it for me, so I'm this is really good for me because I don't do this really very often. That one looks like I cut it too short. And I did cut it short, but I didn't do it on purpose. So we'll just really make it short. Come on, line up. All right. I think that works for our purposes for right now. Okay, now what we're going to do is just go ahead and lay out these photos where we want them, and I'm gonna, as I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and mount them on their on their mats, so you can kind of see. I chose all of the mats in the collection that are kind of yellow so that they would match. So I did that on purpose. This one is kind of a squiggly, but still yellow, orangish. And then I have these two pictures that are in a peekaboo pocket that are going to go on top of this one. And on that page, there's my sweet family as we were waiting in line. Okay, and these are going to go on this page. If you've never been on Smugglers Run, Smugglers Run is a ride where everybody on the ride with you has a job to do while you are on the ride. It's like you're part of a crew. So these were things that were in the floor that we were lining up on. Engineer, gunner, there was a navigator, there were a couple of other places. There was enough room for 6 people, and I can't remember if there was 2 of everything or if there was 2 of some things, but somehow I ended up being the engineer both times because that was the kind of the one in the back. And it really was a lot of fun. The cast members, as we were walking into the ride, said, just push the buttons around you that light up as quickly as you can. And I didn't really fully understand the first time, because we actually rode this ride twice. The first time that we rode it, I didn't really fully get it. But then I understood later much better. Alright, so this is going to be our beginning, kind of our beginning and our middle. And I think I'm going to just sort of tip these. Maybe bring this one down just a smidge. I'll put this one here. I'm going to put this one over that one because it's just not very, super fun, and it'll be all right. We don't want it to block my daughter's face, but. And then over here we'll do something similar, but because we have this one that is vertical, it's a little bit easier to maneuver the ones on this side. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut this one so we can use it as a journal box. So we'll cut this one in half. I thought that was cute. And let's fly away. I really like that. But I'm trying to decide. I think I like it like that, but I want to trim it because it's just really gigantic. And I don't want it to be so gigantic. So we're just going to trim it down so that it's not as gigantic. And let's see, I think what we'll do is go ahead and square that up and then cut this one so that it is kind of on an angle. And then I'm just going to round those points best I can. So let's see, we need to kind of try and make that the same, which is not going to be possible really, because the flame is wider on one side than it is on the other. So we're just going to do our best here. And it's going to be a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, now I need my corner rounder. And I'm just going to use my corner rounder and come in here and just kind of nub this off just a little. I'd really like to do that for those two sides, or these two angles as well, but it's not going to let me, so I'm just going to eyeball it and cut my paper. That's probably more cutting than I intended, but that's okay. It'll all work out. All right. So let's fly away. I think we'll put our journal box on this side so that I can put Let's Fly Away over here. And then, let's see, what other embellishments should we look at here? Maybe a rocket ship for up there. Maybe this one that says Explore. Some other planets. Maybe we can add a planet kind of right in here. And some other things. Let's see. Well, maybe just a couple of other planets. All right, let's get some things put down here. I don't know about that one. All right, gonna just go ahead and get these put in. That one, this one. Get off. If you have not had a chance to visit Galaxy's Edge and you are a Star Wars fan, I highly recommend it. It's really fun. The photos I'm doing after, I think it's after this one or maybe after the next couple of pages, are of the other major ride in this. Oh, we have to do the cantina too. We visited the cantina. That one's going to be fun to do. Not that any of us drink alcohol, but we had a good time learning about and sampling some of the non-alcoholic things they had to offer. And that was loads of fun and pretty tasty too. I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised, if that makes any sense. Disney food usually is really good, so that was not a surprise. but let's fly away. Trying to find something in these stickers that would be good. Maybe our little astronaut dude would be good. Even though that was not what this was. You could pop him up and stick him in there. He'd be cute. All right. Let's fly away. I have watched a 2-year-old, and lately we've been watching Little Einsteins. Do you remember the song that goes with that? Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the skies. All right. Just gonna put explore right there. And could use this. Or I could use a yellow one. Let's use a yellow one. Can you hear my daughter giggling upstairs? We've discovered, is a loud giggler. All right, so we've got our arrows telling people to look that direction. We've got our let's fly away. Let's get this page put down, and then I think we will be just about done with this layout. This one is blurry, and I'm including it anyway because I just sort of wanted to appreciate the fact that this one up here is clear, because literally it was very hard to take pictures while on this ride. I was on the ride and taking pictures from the back row. And when I told my kids that I'd taken pictures, they were like, "Mom, what are you doing? You're supposed to enjoy the ride. Why were you taking pictures?" But I was taking pictures because that's what I do. And we're all very happy that we have pictures now. But, you know, they thought I was a little bonkers. It's okay. Nothing new. Nothing new. All right. Okay, now we just need some squares for these guys. And we will be ready. Saturn looks like such a happy little planet. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. There. All right, and then we've got this peekaboo pocket that will go over that one that is blurry. I'll just put it right below that Saturn so we don't bend him. Okay, what do we think? How did this turn out? I think it went pretty well, especially since I wasn't completely sure how I was going to build those lightning bolts, even though that I knew that's what I wanted to do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, would you? And be sure that you have subscribed to my channel so that you see all of my new ideas as they come out. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate your supporting my channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, I hope you have many more creative moments. Have a great day.